Where he came from, there are no drinks with little umbrellas in it. All right?
I'm pretty sure, Steve.
Yeah, me
pretty
too.
sure.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what's going to happen later on today on Capitol Hill. Yesterday at this time, we told you that yesterday the House was scheduled to vote sometime, probably last night, to kill the Senate bill that would extend the payroll tax cut. Well, now fast forward 24 hours, and now it looks like later on this morning they're going to convene, and what they're going to do is they're going to vote on a series of bills. They're going to have a resolution, and at the end of the day, the resolutions will say, we really prefer our bill to the Senate bill. So what they're going to do is they're somehow going to appear to vote down the Senate bill, even though they won't vote down the Senate bill.
But wait, that spin is missing something like facts.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a lot more to this story. I'll explain.
And, oh, by the way, what about the big picture in this whole thing that nobody's talking about? Does this tax cut actually even do what it's supposed to do? Which is create jobs. Nobody's talking about that. Everyone's just infighting about whether or not they should do it. I find it ironic that Democrats are suddenly so behind a tax cut, number one. That's usually not their MO. But the bigger question is, does it create jobs? And so far, there's really no proof that it has. But we're really not even talking about the big picture, guys, which is we're taking away money from the Social Security Fund, which we already can't afford, to give this payroll tax deduction or reduction. And so really in the big picture, why is nobody looking at whether or not it actually works? Does it work? What do you think about that?
Well, it does.
Has it created jobs? Has it created jobs? Somebody tell me that.
It does put $1,000 into people's pocket. And
Does it create jobs?
It gives people more of the money, and that's one of the things Republicans don't want to be, is known as the party that stood in the way of a tax cut.
Does this actually even create jobs? Does it, and should we be depleting the Social Security Fund even more? I don't know. I'm not an economist. I'm just saying that nobody's attacking the real questions here, and I have a sneaking suspicion that Democrats are suddenly for a pay cut, for a tax cut. But we've talked about our national debt for the last year, and now we're going to be giving money back to the American public that we actually need to fund. We can't even fund Social Security moving forward.
Right.
That's my point.
In a country where 50% of Americans pay no taxes at all, was it really the right thing to do for the Republicans to ever agree to this payroll tax, quote, holiday? When this is our retirement, this is Social Security, and we're all supposed to pay into this system.
They're not looking at the big picture, Laura.
It's ridiculous.
They're not
You're right.
looking
They
at the
should,
big picture. And it's all political
never,
games because they all
yeah.
want to be reelected in 2012. Thank you so much for sharing part of your day with us.